My journey. Now, I started out as a graduate auditor, and since day one, I felt something wasn't right. I kept job hopping, like I mentioned, and hoping for the unicorn. And thought maybe as I got more senior, earned more money, more materials, and more stuff I bought to keep up with the Joneses, I'd be happy. I'd be fulfilled. I'd be passionate about what I do because the money that was coming in would have brought that happiness. But guess what? I wasn't. And I was climbing the ladder. I was earning great money, six figure with a two in front of it, and accumulated properties and just more stuff. But I wondered why I still wasn't happy. And I didn't know the answer. So back in 2012, I hated working. I dreaded Mondays and really worked myself up on a Sunday night going, what am I doing with my life? And it was a vicious cycle. I was chronically stressed. I dreaded work. I devalued my self-belief and confidence because accounting was all I knew. I also had two young kids back then, but I felt useless, not worthy, and lacked confidence. Accounting was all I knew. So I kept going. After more jobs, more money, until 2016, I turned 40. So I call that my pivotal midlife crisis or mid-career crisis. Bit of both, actually. I went on a solo trip to celebrate this big milestone. I was in Hawaii at the time. I was in Honolulu, and I remember this vividly. And if you follow me on LinkedIn, I actually put up a post today. And the pivotal moment was when I was up on Diamond Hill, and it's a hill that overlooks the whole Honolulu beach, and it's beautiful. So I should be happy because I'm in this place, I'm by myself. I left the kids and husband at home to celebrate the milestone. And yet I thought to myself, instead of happy thoughts, the thought of working another 25 years in accounting really scared me. It was a self-reflection process, and I just felt, oh my goodness, what do I do? I can't keep living life the way I have been for the past years. So as I was walking down the hill and went and stood on Honolulu Beach, I made a very important decision. It was the biggest decision of my life. I needed to change. I wanted to make a change. But as you all know, it's useless making a decision but not act on it. Because how many times, let me ask you this, how many times have you made a decision? I'm going to change. I'm going to change my diet. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to stop meeting toxic people. I'm going to cut people off and set boundaries. How many times have you made a promise to yourself, but yet we keep breaking promises to ourselves all the time? And yet we allow and keep promises to other people. So that doesn't make sense. So anyway, on the way back on the plane, I started scribbling words. Even on the beach, I took out my notebook, and I carry a notebook with me because I journal. I scribbled words such as, what are my passion? Then the values, mentoring, coaching, helping others. Stuff that really just light me up as I wrote those words. Then on the way back, I figured out how to break free, so to speak. And cliche as it is, how to break free from that corporate job to really find my career clarity at the age of 40. From there on, I spent sort of the next few months really journaling out, writing out my key strengths. I went on a self-reflection process. I decided that coaching was my passion. I really liked to help people. And people often come up to me and go, well, can I ask you for career advice? Can I do this? Can I do that? How about this? What if I went into this job? What do you think are my key strengths? And they were my direct reports as part of my team. But other people started coming to me as well. So I decided to start a side passion project in coaching. So I knew and figured out my career vision was to be a digital nomad. I would build a business of some sort for me to travel around the world and do my business anywhere in the world. And hence you can see in the background here, I've got digital nomads. Now, again, the short-term goal was just to help people, because if I can help one person at a time to find their confidence, build their career, then the money will come. So definitely money wasn't the first priority, but it was more to help others. So I started to coach for free because, again, that self-belief wasn't all there. I couldn't just jump and become a coach because I had responsibility. I had mortgages. I had two young kids. So it wasn't smart, I felt, to just leap into this new career without some sort of exit plan. And that's what I did. I figured out the next 5 years what I needed to do to replace my income, to start coaching, and then basically exit in 5 years' time. And that's what I did. So from 2017 to 2021, when that spark of idea came to light, I just kept going for roles that helped me to exit. So I was very clear about where I wanted to head. I wanted to own my business to become a career coach, but I also had some gaps. So I figured out how to write my CV to get the jobs that I want so that I could add more skill sets onto my CV or experience that would eventually take me out into this space where I transitioned full-time. 2022, I left my full-time corporate job into running my coaching business full-time. So I was basically juggling a part-time business. I had my full-time corporate job, the 2 kids, so it was a bit of a juggle. There were sacrifices. I have to be honest, nothing is perfect. But in between here, I got roles that are more general management roles, commercial director roles, and they were roles to close my gaps in sales, marketing, and running an e-commerce business. So here I am today. I've been running my full-time coaching business now for 2 years, but I have also started my candle business called Enna Aura. So Enna in Danish means one of a kind and an extraordinary individual. And from my coaching, I see a lot of people who don't think they are unique, they are one of a kind. And that's why I created Enna Aura to really support the coaching side, but it's a product-based business. So in here is where it's my playground, to be honest. Spreading good vibes and confidence is the mission through taking a self-care moment, whether that's burning the candle or doing the essential oil on the go. That is how I then started Enna Aura. So I guess if I didn't really do this thinking here and had that pivotal moment, I wouldn't be here. So my point is, let me ask you this. I know where you are today. You're probably thinking you're here for a reason. Have I really maximized or reached my fullest potential in my career would be one thinking. Am I a bit lost? Am I in the right place? What else is out there? So those thoughts I would really appreciate and understand as well. So feel free if you want to share that in the chat box, but I probably have sat where you are today and probably where you were last year. And so if there's something you want more of and you feel undervalued, well, you're in the right place. And I'm going to show you how, a little bit more detail about how I've crafted my career plan and gained that clarity.